It's been said that actors are a fickle, sensitive bunch, some with varying levels of devotion to their craft. Because they're constantly trying on new personalities, it's not unusual for the person underneath to get a little weird over time. Whether it's because of method acting, self-righteousness, or just plain old bad manners, here are 10 actors no one wants to work with. Christian Bale. In 2009, the world learned a lesson. Do not interrupt Christian Bale when he's working. One unlucky crew member on the set of Terminator Salvation found out the hard way. When the director of photography distracted the actor, Bale shot a flurry of threats and insults at him. Audio of this interaction leaked online, and others have since come forward saying the actor's intensity is unsettling. Bale has since apologized for the outburst, but insists that maintaining an air of mystery is essential to his craft. He isn't in it to make friends, which is good, because that Batman voice wasn't doing him any favors.
Why?
Harrison Ford. Being a star comes with some pretty monotonous work. Doing press for a movie sometimes means sitting in a chair for 12 hours a day, answering the same questions over and over. While a lot of actors grin and bear it, showbiz badass Harrison Ford chooses the straightforward approach.
I'm gonna break your nose.
Ford has explained that he just doesn't like answering stupid questions. And given how long he's been in the business and how many stupid questions he must have answered by now, we can understand why. Usually the Star Wars actor reserves snarky comments for reporters, but has made special public exceptions for Josh Hartnett and Kevin Smith, and later Indiana Jones co-star Shia Labeouf. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow isn't everyone's cup of organic fair trade tea. Some describe her as hardworking and self-confident, but others see the Goop Queen as self-righteous and fussy. Often criticized for her holier-than-thou attitude, Paltrow advocates for a very specific, very expensive lifestyle. And not one to mince words, the actress is prone to hyperbole.
I actually don't think that you could tie your shoes without me.
This rubs some people the wrong way. Rumors circulated regarding Paltrow feeling a competitiveness towards Iron Man co-star Scarlett Johansson, leaving some fans wondering if this is the reason we haven't seen Pepper Potts on screen in a while. Russel Crowe. Russel Crowe has opinions, and he doesn't care who hears them.
Are you not entertained?
He's been short-tempered in interviews, aggressive behind the scenes on set, and even tried to pick a fight with George Clooney. He's so famously unpleasant that South Park immortalized his affinity for brawling with a segment called Fightin' Around the World, where he antagonizes people indiscriminately. No area is safe from the Oscar winner's scorn, not even Twitter, where Crowe will argue with an average Joe one day and then a multi-million-dollar corporation the next. Rebel Wilson once described an encounter where the Gladiator star told her to fuck off before she could say hello. Short or tall, Russell will fight them all. Terrence Howard. It's been said that money makes the world go round, and nobody understands this better than Terrence Howard. Audiences will recognize Howard as Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes in the 2008 Marvel powerhouse Iron Man. But apparently, being friends with Tony Stark isn't all it's cracked up to be. After the colossal success of the franchise's first chapter, the studio approached Howard and reduced his salary from $8 million down to $1 million for the upcoming sequel. This move didn't sit well with Howard, who openly accused co-star Robert Downey Jr. of absorbing the $7 million difference. This was good news for Don Cheadle, who took over the role when Howard left. Shia Labeouf. Growing up in show business isn't easy, and sometimes that experience turns into some questionable adult behavior. Enter Shia Labeouf, star of the Transformers franchise and Harrison Ford's co-star in 2008's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. The series' fourth installation received mixed reviews, but when Labeouf started to bash the movie himself, he attracted the scorn of Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford, who famously called his co-star a fucking idiot for running his mouth. Regardless, it's definitely not the weirdest thing Shia Labeouf has ever done.
For 5 minutes I told you, just stay.
And he'll always be Louis Stevens to us. January Jones. Audiences might recognize January Jones from her role as Don Draper's wife Betty in TV's Ode to Advertising Mad Men. And in 2011, X-Men First Class director Matthew Vaughn cast her in the role of Emma Frost, something Lost writer Damon Lindelof took offense to. He tweeted about how she was not the right choice and of questionable talent. Funny man Zach Galifianakis has spoken openly about his negative experience with Jones at Hollywood events. Even Jared Gilmore, who played the actress's young son on Mad Men, went on record saying she was unsociable on set. Katherine Heigl. Teamwork is essential in the entertainment business, and when someone turns their back on the team, feelings get hurt. After working with Seth Rogen and Judd Apatow on 2007's Knocked Up, Katherine Heigl decided to pick up her ball and go home. She famously called the film sexist and expressed animosity towards those involved. In another incident, Heigl clashed with Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes. When asked why she wasn't pursuing an Emmy nomination for her performance in the series, the actress quipped that it was because she didn't think the material for that season was worthy of it. Nobody was surprised when her character was killed off a little later. Megan Fox. Audiences seem to have a complicated relationship with Transformers actress Megan Fox. Often, her appearance in a movie will be met with some degree of eye-rolling. But it was all pretty harmless until she referred to Michael Bay as a Nazi in an interview. She was fired and replaced in the sequels,
What?
a process Bay once called a small speed bump. Obviously, the two have settled their differences since because they teamed up again for 2014's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fox will return as April O'Neil this summer in the follow-up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Jared Leto. Jared Leto's recent shenanigans on the set of Suicide Squad is leading some to ask the question, how far is too far when it comes to method acting? In step with his role as the Joker, Leto set out to create some distance between himself and fellow castmates by sending them some pretty unorthodox stuff. He used condoms, dead animals, and sex toys to name a few. He also studied topics like violent crime and psychopathy, the likes of which would make most of us deeply uncomfortable. Co-star Margot Robbie has even been quoted saying that she was legitimately scared of him. So it's safe to say he probably wasn't too fun to be around on set. So what do you think of our list? Did we miss anyone who's notoriously hard to work with? We want to hear what you think, so let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one.